Hello, beautiful people. Ah! Ah! The energy is great. Yes, it is. I have a neighbor watching me, and I don't care. That's your guys' energy. It's like you're just doing the thing. You're showing up. You're being yourself. Something about your light is so extra powerful and potent today. And maybe not just necessarily today, but I'm feeling into that energy. So as I focus my energy and I channel and I open that up, I'm feeling this very potent light from you. This energy is so beautiful, is so powerful, and makes people look. It turns heads. And vast majority of people don't know what to do with it. They're like, whoa, I want a little bit of that, but I don't know if can I talk to the person? Should I go up near them? I'm just going to walk away and mind my own business. Or they're like, I mean, I don't like to say everybody's jealous and hating. They're not. But like there's a level, there's an essence of some people really just don't like to see others shine. I don't get it. I don't know why. We don't need to understand why. But there are some that are sitting here watching you just be like, la la la, living my life. Even with all the turmoil and stuff happening in your life, even with the struggles, and you're just like pushing through with a smile on your face. You're like finding ways to be able to just pull that smile back out when it seems to start disappearing for yourself. And people are watching that. And you're just transmuting things so quickly. Like something about your energy is showing me that just 1 or 2 years ago, you were able to do the same. Like you've had this power within you. You were able to do the same thing that you're doing now, but it took longer. All right. Like it took, like, for example, let's say you had a bad day, you got a phone call or something, you really just like with really not good news. You would be in that funk or let it ruminate and let the other things in your day and your events and stuff like that, it would be affected by that lower vibrational funk energy for days, sometimes weeks. And then you would recognize it, and then you would slowly be like, hang on, I gotta snap out of it. I've been feeling like I've been in a funk for 2 or 3 weeks. I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna start this new challenge for myself, or I'm gonna start decorating, or I'm gonna start reorganizing my stuff to like create a new energy. Like you've always had that within you. But something about it now is like you're so on top of it. You allow yourself, you validate the feelings you're feeling, you experience it, and you know how to work through it. And that is literally where your light is so potent right now. Because yes, you have a natural light within you, but you have this ability, this like natural, but also very like learned wise. I don't know. There's a word for it. I don't feel like that's the right word. Very evolved, very like you've been working on it and you're really good at, like you're a master at it. Like you recognize when you're feeling something, even if it's not low vibrational and you just feel extra fun and spicy, you recognize that, you validate it, and you are just you're just such a vibrant person to be around, and people are in awe of you. Some don't know what the fluff to say or do about it, but they're like, I see it, can't ignore it. It's blinding, but in the best positive way. Some of your energy and light rubs off on others, and it helps almost fix their day. I mean, you can't fix people's lives, right? They have to choose to want to do something about it, or they have to choose to recognize what their own thing is that they're wanting to do. But like your light is that powerful that even when they're not in a headspace of wanting to work through their stuff, your light, your energy rubs off on them in such a positive, uplifting way. It motivates them to do things without you having to stand on a pedestal or speak into a microphone or record a podcast or a YouTube video. You just exist. Literally, you just exist, and you share your light by existing. You don't even have to have a stand or a podium to be speaking it out. Although I do feel like a lot of you in this collective will have that time of limelight, will have that time of having a podcast or being invited on stage, or to be able to share your story or what you do to transmute the pain, how you've come from so much wreckage seemingly, and how you're this lively, bubbly person. Like some people are very confused by how that can happen, because I feel like you, who I'm speaking to right now, has been through so much in life. I don't care how old you are. You could be in your 20s, 30s, 40s, you could be 90. You've been through so much in your life. Things that would harden you, that would harden your heart, that would shut you off from the world and people, that would make you a recluse, and you would not want to ever share your light, let alone find it within yourself. But you have worked through all of these things in your life. You've worked through so much stuff, relationships ending, people passing away in the physical form, people hurting you, backstabbing you, betraying you, you going through your own stuff, your own addictions, your own habits and lifestyle changes. You've gone through job loss. You've gone through so much in your life. And I'm just scraping the surface here. I'm being told there's so much deeper that there's no possible way for me to even try to elaborate the type of pain and the pits that you have fallen into, that you have had to be in. And you have pulled yourself out, but not just pulled yourself out, like you have risen above, like you, the power is just so magnificent. It's so magnificent. You have come above so much in your life. And you know that life doesn't just all of a sudden, now everything's perfect and blissful and everything works. You know it doesn't. You know that life has its ebbs and flows. It's going to have its curves. It's going to have its hills and valleys. But you're like, now I know myself. Now I know how to work through these things. Now I know how to practice gratitude. Now I know how to do things that make my inner child or my essence, my soul, whatever you want to call it, you make it happy. And that is the actual answer. If you want to look at it mathematically, you're feeling sad, add happiness to that, and that will help, because happiness transmutes those things. Joy transmutes those things. Love transmutes those lower vibrational yucky stucky energies. And you know how to do that every single freaking time, no matter how small or big it is seemingly. You know how to recognize what you're feeling, work with it, validate it. You don't suppress it anymore. I do feel like some of you guys did. You were in a place of bottling it up and letting it fester and then letting it explode, or just bottling it up and keeping it tightly closed with super glue, and that lid never came off, and you shipped it off somewhere and you don't know where it's at, and you're never going to find it again. It's gone. It's gone. And so you're in this place of just recognizing. You're recognizing in such a beautiful place with love and no shame. Like, this is what I feel. I feel angry. I feel jealous. I feel hate. And like, as you start working through these things, you start to transmute those things, and you feel less of those lower vibrational energies. You feel less hate towards things and people. Maybe you even stopped saying that word, because even me saying it right now makes me feel, it makes my skin bubble underneath in not a good way. Yeah, it doesn't feel good. And I feel like you've been recognizing how you speak to yourself as well too. Simply with that just being said with the word hate. Let me stop saying that, because I don't like it. I really don't. There are so many other ways to say that, and I feel like you've made a fun game in doing that. Like, I'm not going to say the HATE word. I'm going to say I strongly dislike. I'm going to say that's just not my cup of tea. I'm going to say that this mother fluffin' bubble fluffer over here is not cute and I don't want to be around them. And you're making it fun. And some people might be like, wow, are you just like a perpetual kid? And you're like, yes, I am, but with the wisdom and the freedom of an adult. I am the perpetual child, and you know that. Like, you embody that so well, and people don't know what to think about it. People don't know what to say about it. They just recognize that it's there, that you're there, your energy's there. And it rubs off on them. And a lot of people just want to be next to you, even if they never get the chance to get to know you, even if they never get to the chance to pick your brain or genuinely understand where you've come from and what you've healed from. They just want to be in the same room as you, because they're like, this person's energy is so vibrant and so vivacious, and all of the V words. It's very, very, very vivacious, okay, and vibrant. And they just want to have an essence, just a little bit of a whiff from that energy that you bring to the table, that you just exude. Because the pain you've gone through would have steamrolled you or any other person if one allows it to, if you would have allowed it to. And maybe at moments you felt like you were going to be steamrolled over, but then you said, wait, hang on. I'm the mother fluffin' magician. I know how to make these things change. I know myself, and I know what I need. If I need to be hugged right now, if I need to be talked gently to, if I need to be loved right now, or if I need some isolation and some space right now, if I need some fresh air, or I need some good solid friends and some just healthy venting, you know what you want and you do it. That's the difference. Not everybody is that self-aware and recognizes they're not in that place. That's not a shame and blame. That's just everybody has their own path, and we're all learning, and we're all in different levels and different grades, right? You're not going to teach a kindergartner 8th grade math. It's like they're kindergarten. You don't shame them for being in kindergarten. That's just the grade they're in, right? And you're in 8th grade and you're learning 8th grade stuff, right? Cool. So we're all in our different areas and levels, but there's so many people that aren't as self-aware. And if they are self-aware, they may not know how to get themselves out of something. They can recognize, yeah, I feel depressed, I feel sad, I feel yucky, and then they don't know what to do. You have been like, well, I've tried every flippin' thing under the sun. I've tried giving up. I've tried being angry. I've tried pointing the blame at other people. I've tried overeating, over drinking, binge eating and drinking. I've tried starving myself. I've tried cutting off all friends and just being a recluse in isolation. I've tried overbooking myself and overworking myself. I've tried every single thing, right? I feel like that's you. You've tried every single thing under the sun. And now you're like, okay, those were all learning things. Those weren't failures. You talk to yourself with so much pride and joy, and and yeah, it's getting emotional too. Like, you talk to yourself and your child, your inner child, with so much love and no shame and so much pride of like, wow, it's not that I failed in all these areas that I tried to pull myself out of these things. These were lessons that I was learning, and now I know what doesn't work, which is just as powerful as knowing what does work. You have to know all of these other things that didn't work, right? And you did it. And the awesome thing about a lot of you guys that I'm also hearing right now is that a large part, maybe even all of you, a large portion of you guys in this collective only had to learn once, maybe twice in that specific area. You didn't have to keep relearning it 37 times. You were able to be like, wow, this happened to me. I'm going to try these things. And maybe you tried multiple things to work yourself through an event or a situation or heartbreak or, whatever it was. But you only had to learn it once, maybe twice. And there might have been themes, there might have been karmic lessons that did cycle, because I do feel like you guys are cycle breakers. So there was something that you did cycle throughout your childhood into where you're at now. But the specific lesson, the specific situation that you had to learn from, you're like, all right, I got it. I learned it. And then you move on. It's like you have this old soul wisdom of like, you really only needed to just tap into it one time. And you're like, whoop, and all of it like just DNA download, all of it came back. Oh, I remember that. Like subconsciously, soul consciously, you just flippin' learn so well, and you're willing to be that perpetual student and be that perpetual child in life while having the wisdom and the freedom of an adult to be able to actually do those things that you want to do. Like, oh, I feel like traveling. I'm going to save up and do that and travel. And I don't care what limitations people put on me. I don't care that I may not have the money to do it right now. I know how to set my mind to it and make things happen. I know how to get myself hyped up and excited for something and not feel depressed and sad and stuck like I can't do anything, like I'm trapped and it's just not possible for me. You know how to pull yourself out of some of the deepest, darkest pits that others may have either never experienced. And this is not about a comparison about your life is better or worse or harder or easier. This is just saying just what it is. You know how to pull yourself out of pits that people either have never experienced in their life. So they couldn't even fathom the pain, the torture, the darkness that you've sat in, or they have been in that and that was the end of it for them. Unfortunately, like with love, no shame, it steamrolled them. And you were like, no, I'm not fluffing getting steamrolled. I have a divine purpose. I have this great purpose for myself, and I know what I'm going to do. And again, I want to be very careful, because just because I'm bringing up other people like vaguely as a generic, as a whole, doesn't mean I'm comparing you and saying, oh, you're bigger and better. You're not. We're all human. We're all equal. We're all in that place, but we all have our different gifts. We have our different life paths. We have our different experiences. We have our different personalities and perspectives, right? So it's not about you being bigger or better or having the harder life. It's just saying, using others as examples as, hey, we all have different experiences in life. Yes, we're mirrors of each other. Yes, we all go through heartache. Yes, we all go through love and loss, or loss at least to some level. Yes, we all go through hardship or failing at something, or seemingly, if you want to call it that word. That's also another word I don't like using. HATE and FAIL, because there's different ways to say them with different vibrations, with different understandings and perspectives. And I feel like you make the best of those things. You speak kindly to yourself. You love on yourself. I'm also getting the Queen of Swords right now and the Queen of Wands coming to my mind's eye, which I do have tarot here with me. I brought my tarot deck, so we'll find out, but that's coming through. Whether you're guy, girl, or otherwise, it does not matter. We all have masculine, feminine energies. If you've been riding around with me for a while with these videos, you know that's what I say, that's what it is, okay? But maybe I'll find a different way, because it's like, I feel like for me it's getting kind of blah, but maybe you guys needed to hear it. It was one of those things that needed to be repeated. We all have masculine, feminine energies, okay? I'm tired of people being like, well, I'm a guy, and I can't be that. It's like, well, okay, well then you're heavily in your masculine energy right now, and there's some healing on the feminine energy that we need to be doing. So nurturing and creativity, or vice versa. Women can be like, how could I be masculine? I'm in my soft era. You can be in your soft era and still have a masculine energy of protection and wanting to get things done and focus on stuff. So there is a balance between all of us. You have to find that balance within yourself, but we all have it, right? Yes. Okay. As long as we're on that same page. Going back to it, the Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands. This is a spicy channel. Woo! I need to chill. Should I get coffee? That's not going to slow me down, but I want coffee. The warmness feels so good. Okay, that calmed me down a little bit. It slowed me down at least, just a sip. The Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Swords is air energy. Wands is fire energy. Air and fire. That's why it feels like it's like this channel is just a lot. But the Queen of Swords is very much... all the queens are spicy characters, but the Queen of Swords is a spicy character. She... in her feminine energy, she's very aware. She's very self-aware. She's aware of other energies around her. She stands in a place of protection. Like, she knows how to protect herself and like what serves her and what doesn't, what's for her and aligned for her and what's not. And let me get comfortable. Hang on. Shoes are coming off. Shoes are coming off. All right. Okay. Hi. She knows what she wants, and she is not afraid to say it and act on it, but it's with love. It's with care. It's like a fiery, compassionate energy. It's like, you know, if somebody's talking crap about themselves and they're like, I HATE myself and all the things and blah, 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 and you love and care about this person, you're gonna be a little fiery and spicy and be like, excuse me, sir, ma'am, you're awesome. What the fluff are you talking about? You don't like your life or don't like yourself. What are you talking about? This is why you're awesome. This is what I love about you. This is what you have achieved. And you just get passionate, right? You just want to like stand up and protect that person, and you want to like fire back with love, with compassion, but it comes off as like, I'm going to say the thing. I'm going to say it. You're awesome, and you better fluff and believe it. And if you're not going to believe it, I'm going to be here to tell you that you're awesome every fluffing day until you believe it. Okay? That's the like sword energy. And I'm feeling like you are that for yourself, but also for your loved ones, like your inner circle. You're this light, this passionate light that people want to be around. Friends crave to be around you. Like, people want to be around you because you bring something beneficial to their life, but you almost like help heal a portion of them without them having to do the work. Now, we always have to do our work too, right? You stepping in and being this light and helping heal people is not doing everything for them. You're not enabling them. You're not taking away the lessons they're supposed to be learning. You are maybe in past friendships, as I said that, maybe in past friendships maybe you enabled friendships, or you just did everything for them, and so they didn't learn lessons, and then you were like, why is everybody coming to me? Why is everybody using me? Why do I feel like I'm the mom to every single person, right? Or the father, or whatever. You're some sort of, you know, parental figure to all of your friends. I feel like you're very much out of that now, and the friends that you have in your life now come to you because you give this essence of healed. You give this essence of love and light and positivity, even when you're going through shiz, even when you are. And that is such a powerful thing. And it's a gift of yours. And I feel like you're recognizing that's your gift. You're not just curating it and working with it and evolving it. It's like, it's your gift. And I think you're actually recognizing it now. Like, this is my gift. We all have many gifts. Astrologically speaking too, again, I'm studying astrology. I'm looking into different types of a lot of things. Oh, I didn't bring my, oh man, I was going to bring it. I have like this whole notebook. I've been late night writing and studying and just doing the things. I was going to bring it here, but I forgot it for a reason, probably just so I can speak about it and try to just remember, I guess, right? Okay, maybe. But yeah, we all have many gifts. We have many, many gifts, and part of the gift is to find the gift, you know, like it's like Christmas or like a present that it's like you have to wait for it, and when it's there for you, or like when you recognize it, you get to finally open it, and when you open it, you get to learn how to use that gift. So, you know, for example, my daughter, it's like she had just had her birthday a couple weeks ago, and she saw that we had presents that were sitting up by the door the night before, and she's like, oh, I want to open them. I'm like, well, we're doing your birthday tomorrow and you will get it tomorrow. And so she sees there's a present, she knows she has presents, she knows she has gifts, but like she's gonna open them tomorrow. And then when you open them, a lot of them were Lego gifts. So she had to look through the manual, the little instruction manual, and learn how to use and how to build that Lego set. It wasn't just like, okay, cool, that's my gift, awesome, thanks. Like, you know, and having that's you, like the child of having to recognize as you grow up and as you evolve and as your soul grows and you find more alignment in your life, you're starting to open up these gifts you have. And this is one of your gifts, is transmuting your pain into power, is to transmute your lack mindset, the mindset that you feel like you don't have enough of something, or that you're not enough of something, or that you'll never get that thing. That lack mindset you are transmuting into, okay, but what if? And then you're going from this what if place to like, I can, it will happen. And then you're going from I can, it will, to it's happening now, I'm doing it, this is present, this is what it is. I just got chills as I said that. You are going through the stages, earbud confirmation, you're going through the stages of learning yourself, of learning how to acknowledge yourself. It's so cute, it's so cute, and it's so beautiful. And I feel like I just want to give you a hug. I feel like I just want to give you a hug. Like, you're just a cute person. You're a powerful person. Like, I don't want to fluff with you, but like, you're cute. You're fun. Okay, so let's go back. I'm sorry, I totally forgot about the Queen of Wands. Didn't mean to forget you. You're there, okay? But Queen of Swords was like, pff, Queen of Swords. All right, you had to say the thing. You had to just, it had to happen. You're a very spicy individual. You say the stuff that needs to be said, but you do it out of love. It comes out passionately, and it comes out fiery, but it's all because of love and for the betterment of yourself or the person you're speaking to. It's never to tear down and hurt them. Queen of Swords. Queen of Wands, very fiery energy. Queen of Wands is very much about in her creativity and her passions and her spirituality. Or again, he, but this is the Queen, so we're speaking of a feminine energy here. You are very much in your creative place, like part of the healing, part of being this magician, part of doing the things that help you heal and transmute and validate what you're feeling and turn it into something powerful and beautiful that works for you, that's more aligned with you than being stuck in this yucky, stucky energy that we are all inherently going to feel. Okay, you're not above that. We all feel that, but you're learning how to recognize it quickly and move through it now without bottling it up and suppressing it. The Queen of Wands, that's where you enter in that energy, that feminine energy of creativity, of dance, of flow, of radiance, of just doing what feels right for you. And that's part of it. So yes, you know how to speak up and be spicy with the Queen of Swords. You know how to say the things, but you also know how to be like, all right, well, I'm going to go to the park and go swing on a swing. Whether I have kids or not, whether I'm, whether people are watching me or not, I'm going to go listen to that music and I'm going to skip down the road. I'm going to go paint something fun. And no matter what the outcome is, no matter what it looks like, I'm going to finger paint. I'm going to mess things up for fun, for creativity, for healing. And you know how to do that. And you're so good at it. And so there's this beautiful culmination and combination of these gifts that you're unearthing, that you're like unearthing within yourself, and you're like, whoa, not only am I realizing how skilled and talented I am, but that I can use those skills and talents to my benefit and my power and my growth and my soul's alignment. And then I can help others do that too, by simply existing, by just simply speaking the words, doing the stuff, just being myself. You're doing that, and it's so fluffin' beautiful. Guys, I'm gonna go into tarot, but I have to just say, if you guys have noticed, has anyone noticed yet what I'm wearing? Has anyone noticed? I'm so excited. You guys know, for some of you guys that have been watching all my videos and along with the ride, why can't I not say that? Maybe I need to say a different phrase. Along for the ride, along on the ride, for the ride. For those of you guys that have watched a lot of my videos, my most recent couple videos, I have not had this, and I've been like so sad because I lost it. And I was like, it's fine. It's fine. It's my magician necklace, by the way. I don't think I just said that in this video. My magician necklace. And it's one of my favorite necklaces. Literally, I bought it for myself. It's not even like a special, someone got it for me, and it's not even like anything worth huge monetary value. Not that that has to matter either, but it's just my special. Like, I love this. This and my little moon necklace are my two favorites. I thought about wearing them together one time. Hang on, focus. Hi. Okay. So I lost this like, I don't know, 5 days ago, 7 days ago, something like that. And I was so sad. And I made a video and I was like, I don't have my magician necklace, but it's okay. I don't need to have my magician necklace to be the magician. I can transmute things and I can work through life stuff without it. It's okay, but like, meh. And then I found it. So like, I was searching vigorously for it for like 3 days after that video, after I lost it. And then finally just came to the acceptance that either like it's somewhere deep in the washer, like, and I'd have to like disassemble the whole washer to get to it, or whatever, because I knew I brought it home. I literally, like, I had a video with me wearing it in the house. So I'm like, I know it's in the house. I haven't left. I didn't, whatever. So I was going through all the things. Couldn't find this necklace. Went through every little pocket, everything. Was like, whatever. You know what? It's okay. I was like, it'll either show itself one day. I'm going to find it, you know, months or years down the road. Or I'll end up re-gifting myself a different magician's necklace that works for me, you know. And I got this one, a specific apothecary little store that I really like, with a friend that owns it and owns this store, and it's like all local family made necklaces and all these different herbs and fun candles and stuff like that. Anyways, part of the reason why I loved it. So I was like, if I find another thing that stands out and calls to me, maybe I'll get another one. It's okay. And I just released it and was like, it's okay, that's fine. As soon as I did that, guess what shows up? Guess what shows up? I was just pulling out a freaking, what's the word? A drawer. I was pulling out a drawer and I grabbed a little like tote bag. Like, I walk around with totes. I don't have purses. I just have big old bags that I carry with me and just throw things like tarot decks in them, crystals, freaking, oh my goodness. I put Palo Santo sticks in them. Yeah, I have, you guys, I got my little magic bag with me all the time. So anyways, I was pulling out a little tote bag that I found that I forgot I had, and I was pulling it out. And I was going through the stuff and it was all empty. There was this little zipper on the inside and I opened up. There's my magician necklace. How it got there, why it was in that pocket. I haven't used that tote for a couple weeks, so why it was in there, I don't know. But I found it and I was so happy. And I feel like that is just synchronicity for, well, I mean, it's synchronicity for me specifically. I feel like we all get synchronicities, right? But like the synchronicity was for me. But I do feel like it's kind of like the whole theme of this is like, you know how to sit with that emotion and be like, oh man, that sucks. That really sucks that I lost something, or that I'm whatever, or that I misplaced something, or that something's happening in my life. And you give the attention to it, you validate it, you do what you can to work through it in that moment. And when you realize that it's really kind of out of your control, or it's just something that you don't need to be putting that energetic baggage into, you don't need to be harnessing and holding all that in, and then you just release it. And then guess what? If Fluffin works for you, everything happens for you. And like, you're in that place where you are very much just validating yourself, living in your inner child creative world that you have, that you've created for yourself, and that you're manifesting things to happen for you. You're manifesting things out of thin air seemingly because of this healed space that you're in. Again, we're always healing. So it's not like, oh, I'm just healed, yay, I'm great. But we're always healing, but you're constantly doing the healing work, and you're taking the lessons that you've learned, the wisdom that you've learned over these lessons, over these years, and you're using them at a level of mastery, like genuine mastery. Earbud just wanted to jump out of my ear. You are in such a powerful place. Wow. Okay, Lightseers Tarot deck. Let's do this. Let's do it. Do I have a song coming in? I've been like kind of singing weird songs, but nothing super strong. We have the star at the bottom. You guys, how cute. With the kid well, she could be a kid. She looks like a kid, but it could be an adult. Kid holding like a balloon kite star thing. talking about childhood energy, just wish fulfillment, the Star card, things that are working out for you and happening for you. What a beautiful way to flip and start our card. Then we got the Knight of Cups right underneath. We got a fast-paced movement here, so the things coming in for you, the opportunities coming in for you, the things that are aligning for you are coming in hot. They're coming in fast. But there's also an essence here of love or somebody paying attention to you. Like I was saying earlier in this message, your light is very radiant. People are you're turning heads. People are looking at you, and all for different reasons, different purposes, different perspectives. But you're undeniably recognizable but unrecognizable. Like people see you walking, they can't ignore you, but they don't really know who are you. And even if they did know you, even if it's a friend or family member that knows you, it's something about you that's unrecognizable. Like this new energy that you're in, that you're living in, that you're exuding is unrecognizable. So how it can be both, I don't really know, but you're recognizable and unrecognizable at the same time with the Knight of Cups too, and Six of Cups right underneath. Yeah, okay, so we got nostalgia type stuff too. So like I was saying, friends and family members who grew up with you, that watched you go through this type of pain, that watched you go through the things that you went through in your life, they're watching you literally transmute it. Again, they may not know what that is. They may not understand how and why. They may not get what you're doing, but they're seeing that like, wow, this person's showing up differently. They're not showing up in victimhood or martyrdom. They're not showing up with pessimism. They're not showing up with, what's the word? Sarcasm, in a level of like dark sarcasm. And I feel like that one needed to be said, partly because I resonate with that one. And I'm just being honest here. Like, I know that for me, a lot of times when things weren't working out for me, I would get sarcastic, and then it would be like a dark humor sarcasm. Like, well, the world's just going to be over. We're all going to die. That's just what it is, right? And I would just do stuff like that. Yep, exactly. Eight of Swords. You kind of just lived in this place where you see how she's like looking into her reflection, but she's not tied up or bound like the reflection showing. She just kind of viewed herself to be trapped and tied, victimhood, martyrdom, kind of stuff. And like, just as I was saying, it's like you were in this place, and that maybe that doesn't resonate specifically with you. For me, that specific card and martyrdom and victimhood, dark sarcasm resonates with me. But yeah, I mean, you're in this very healed place where you're like, no, I'm going to talk positive about myself. I am going to be positive about situations. I may not know the outcome of things. I may not know how it's going to play out for me, but I know it's going to play out for me the best way possible, and probably better than I could have ever imagined or planned for. And you're just in this place of flow. You're very magnetic. You're very fiery. You're very witty. You're very intelligent. You are a lot of things right now. I mean, you've always had it within you, but like it's coming out so strong. And with the Seven of Cups here too, it's like, okay, so Seven of Cups is like, you have choices. You're going to have opportunities coming through. And you see how he's sitting here, he's kind of pondering. He's like, which one should I reach for? Which one should I grab? But like, you're in a place of knowing. You're in a place of knowing what's aligned for you. You're in a place of recognizing what is going to help you heal in a certain situation or scenario, or what kind of boundaries should you be setting? What people, places, things, events should you be attending and going to versus what isn't the best for you in this moment? And the Three of Cups throwing itself out here too, with soul tribe, with community, with communication within community, with communication within friendship, friendships deepening, new soul tribe coming in as well. That doesn't mean it's replacing the old ones, but I do feel like with the relationships and friendships, as I said that, the relationships and friendships you have currently right now, like the older ones, I don't mean like they're older people, I don't mean it's like burned out old dusty, just the ones that have been with you longer, right? Than this new soul tribe coming in, they're learning to either shape up or ship out, basically, is what I'm hearing. It's like they're learning to not necessarily match your energy, because they have their own energy, their own life path coming out too. Wow, the King of Swords as well, with the Queen of Swords in my mind's eye earlier. Anyways, let me finish my statement here. But with the World peeking out at the bottom. Wow, maybe I'm not supposed to keep talking through all this. Either way, they're gonna shape up or ship out, right? People are going to start falling off or flowing away as they're not aligned with you, and you're just standing in your alignment and your light, and people are flocking to you. And if they're not aligned with you, it's like, you know how to set boundaries, you know the decisions and which opportunities, options, friendships, things you're going to pursue and what's not going to. And if it's not aligned with you, I also feel like you have this divine protection here that's going to kind of help just sweep it away. Like, all right, they're just going to move on, these people that are no longer aligned with you. Oh, the World popping out. I shuffled it, but good, I just saw it again. Okay. the world, the King of Swords again. So that's so funny because I saw the Queen of Swords in my mind's eye, but then we have the King of Swords popping out, which is just the balance of masculine, feminine energy. Very similar, just being spicy, just kind of knowing what you need to say, what needs to happen. You're very rational, you're very mindful, but you do it out of place of love and out of protection. And that's the masculine energy. So you are very protective of yourself, your friends, your soul tribe, and you're not going to let them talk negative about themselves. You're not going to let yourself talk negative about yourself, but you've done and been through that lesson. You don't anymore. Like this, there's no yucky energy that I'm tapping into at all from you right now that shows that you don't like yourself. You may not be super happy with how everything's going, but even then it's like, I don't even know if that's the right word. Like, you're just so open to like the flow of things. Like, yeah, I may not know, the unknown is around me all the time, but I'm going to keep moving forward because I know myself and I know how to work through stuff, and I know how to set boundaries with people or to remove myself from environments or situations that don't belong to me. And you're in a very balanced masculine feminine energy right now, which is so flipping cool. And the world coming out at the bottom, are you kidding me? The world, that's what I mean by like unrecognizable and recognizable. Like, you're the world. It's there. It's big. It's right there. Well, from our perspective, it's big. It's right there. It's like the world is huge, right? It's recognizable. It's in your face. We live it. We're here. That's what's happening. Whatever you believe in, Matrix or not, it's like we're here, right? It's in our face. This is the world. This is what we know. But it's unrecognizable because you're changing and transmuting it. You're changing and transmuting the energy and the light in this world. You are quite literally changing the world by changing yourself. You've started with yourself and you're transmuting that and changing that for the world. You're not doing it for other people. You're not enabling them. You're not even telling them, this is how you have to do it. You have to do it my way. You're just existing and showing people by existing, by being you authentically, that it's possible. And that they can do it, and that you're just here to support people and love them. You really are. Like, I only feel love and support from you. I don't feel any hate. I don't feel any type of any of that from you. Not at all. It's just this, wow, I just want to hug you. Going back to this hugging. Page of Cups, when pigs fly, things happening. People are like, no fluffing way is that ever going to happen. No way is he or she going to have these things happen for them. And then they see you have those things happen for you. And they're like, no way. How? They don't see you're doing the inner work. They don't see all the stuff that you've let go of, that you've transmuted, that you've set boundaries with, the things you've had to walk away from and say goodbye to. The new hardships that you've purposely, mindfully taken on to challenge yourself for your soul's evolution. They didn't see all that from behind. So it looks like when pigs fly, they're like, no fluffing way is this person as happy as they are in this state of place that they're at, with things seeming to just work out for them. We thought they were going to stay in that pit. Somehow, not only did they climb out, but they're building a whole flipping dome over the pit to protect other people from falling in and showing them that they can do it on their own. Like, that's what I got, just like a glass dome. I don't know why that came through. A glass dome over a big pit. And you're just doing it, and they're like, there's no fluffing way. How? And you're doing it when pigs fly. And let me tell you, pigs are flying. They'd be flying everywhere right now. So I brought 2 tarot decks. I am gonna go into the other one really quick. How long is this message? 37, right as I said that. Wow. And then 7 plus 3 is 10, which is 1 and 1 11 1. What? Huh? You guys are following me numerologically. You guys know. If you don't, then it's okay. You don't have to know. It's okay. Just know special times, good times, lots of change, lots of new beginnings. The world is changing for your good. All right. I'm using my Earth Woman Tarot deck because it did feel like it was more masculine. I said that for a reason. Felt like there was more feminine energy coming through, so I wanted to grab that deck too. Let me do a quick shuffle. You guys, I just love you so much. And I'm so appreciative of you guys. You just being here and showing up and just being the little lights that you are. Do you guys see that? Oh, I wish it would focus. The world. Are you kidding me? The world again? You guys, you can't make this up. You literally just watch me shuffle. Not that I care if you think I am making it up. I don't care. I'm not. I know my truth. The world came through again. So just double confirmation. Your entire world is shifting, but it's not even just your world is shifting. It's You are transmuting your own experience, your own perspectives. You're like the hanged man in essence. Like, you have gone through so much and you've taken a different perspective. The hanged man is very much about either being stuck and stagnant or needing to take perspective change or already having a perspective change. And so you're like hanging here and you're like, I'm going to look at everything in a different way. Everyone looks at it this way. I'm going to look at it this way. I'm going to look at it this way. I'm going to look at it from this way. Like, you did all of it and you've been doing all of it, and you have such a beautiful way of putting yourself in other people's shoes. You're very empathetic is what I'm feeling into. You're a very empathetic person. So you're able to look at other people's situations and your own with love and empathy and no shame, no judgment. And I feel like you are a soul that was meant to go through all of the yucky, stucky, pain, darkness, all of that stuff. I mean, we all go through it, right? But I feel like you were really meant to go through it, because by you experiencing all these things and having to live through the darkest of stuff, maybe loss of something, maybe suicides coming through, suicide attempts. Okay, chills. And I'm sorry if that resonates with you, but I feel like you had to go through something like that. And I'm not saying like it was some sort of punishment or karma. Like, your soul signed up for and was strong enough to go through all of these things in your life so you could have the experience for others. 3 of Cups again. Did we get 3 of Cups or 3 of Wands last time with community? I think we got 3 of Cups. We got a double comfort. Was it 3 of Cups? Yeah, it was 3 of Cups, right? Yeah, it was 3 of Cups. We got 3 of Cups again. So we got the World and 3 of Cups twice. Soul community coming in, people supporting you, people being just there to support you and understand you. And you're there to understand them, and they just want to be around you. But anyways, like I was saying, your soul needed to go through King of Swords. No flipping way. We just got the King of Swords. Are you kidding me? Obviously, I'm not being kidded. No one's kidding me. King of Swords again, and all these earbud confirmations. Time out. Hang on. Okay. I was gonna say I don't have words, but you know I can talk. I got words. That's so cool. We got 3 confirmations back to back to back of the same. What? Ah! And then underneath, the Queen of Wands. Ah! Okay, sorry, you turned down your volume. I know, a little too late. Queen of Wands coming through at the bottom. I know we didn't pull that card, but that's what I saw in my mind's eye. Ah! You guys are so powerful. And the fact that I can feel into this and then it comes through, it's like you guys are like, you guys are so powerful. Your soul had to go through the deepest depths of darkness to experience and live, not just to be like, oh, I've seen people suffer before. No, you had to be the person who suffered. Oh, I've seen homeless people before. No, you had to be homeless. Oh, I've seen people struggle through addiction. No, you had to go through the addiction yourself. For your soul, for your consciousness to deeply have empathy and understanding for others and for yourself, so you could understand that you're not above any other person and that no one else is above any other person. And those are fake, false pedestals that people put themselves on, saying I'm better than this. I've never had an addiction. I've never had, someone break up with me or cheat on me. I've never been homeless or without money. Well, great. Pin a rose on your nose. We've all had shiz, and you experienced all of it. You experienced all of it. So you could be in this place of love, of deep knowing, of acceptance. Wow. And look at the shining star that you are now with the star that came out in the other deck. Look at the shining star that you are now. And the Hierophant comes out. All right, let's just end it off with that one, because the Hierophant, another major arcana card. The Hierophant. Okay, so the Hierophant, I do feel called to read into this too, but let me just real quick blab a little bit more, just a little bit more. Okay. The Hierophant is very much about following one's path, like your soul path, your alignment, what feels right for you. Sitting in that, sometimes in an isolation place, in a hermiting place, where you've had to push everything aside or cut boundaries or cut ties, literally, physically, metaphorically, spiritually, and say, I'm done with this, and I'm going to focus on what feels right for me and what helps elevate me. Not just what I think is fun, because, ooh, yeah, drinking beer, smoking weed, having sex, watching porn, video games all day long, every day, not like that's fun, right? But no, like that's complacency. That's stagnancy. That's stuckness. That's comfort. That wasn't challenging you, and you recognize those things, and you're like, okay, well, I know what I don't want. Once again, it wasn't about failure. It's about you going through these things and recognizing what you don't want anymore, what does not serve you, what does not align with you. And you've been doing that. And the Hierophant is very much about just this deep knowing, spiritual awareness and alignment. So let's go read into this, because sometimes I feel called to read the actual, like the words in the book from each author, because they have a slightly different perspective. And I love looking at different perspectives and hearing different words. It always opens up a different, I don't know, it just opens up a lot for me. Why can't I find it? Where? Why can't I not find it? Oh, there we go. Okay. Number 5. Rationality, convention, tradition. The Hierophant stands between two pillars, symbolizing law and liberty. Her hand gesture, as well as the cross she holds in her other hand, represent her religious stature. So maybe you guys have, like, you're deeply invested in or feel like you have a deep religious or spiritual background, or something you're in right now, or a practice that helps ground you. Maybe you came from a religious family or household that had a lot of structure and law around it, and you've freed yourself from that. So let's go a little bit more into it. I do feel like I want to show you guys the card once again for visualization. So here we go. It doesn't really focus on the card too much. Sorry, guys. So the crossed keys at her feet indicate the unlocking of great mysteries. Like I said, like moving away from something that doesn't feel right for you. Like you unlocked these gifts and you're moving forward using them. This card encourages you to be cautious and take action only after deep thought, rational debate, and thorough weighing of possible outcomes. Embrace convention, tradition, rituals, and safety. Now is not the time to take risks or to try new things. For now, it is better to stick to the path that's been well traveled and follow what has been working for you and others before you. This may also be a good time to seek out a mentor or a teacher and learn something traditional and well researched. I'm glad I read through this, because I wasn't bringing up tradition, that wasn't coming through. But it's very interesting as I read it, it's coming through where it feels very much like what you have unearthed from yourself, these gifts you figured out for yourself, you're learning how to use them. So this isn't a time to be like, all right, well, I got a gift, whatever, I'm going to try different stuff. Like, use your gift. Use what's been working for you. Use what you have inside of you and keep moving forward with that. This is the time to stick to that tradition. Not necessarily the traditions of what the world has set and what they told you is right or wrong, but the traditions of yourself, the habits and the lifestyle routines that you've created that work for you. This is the time to keep on doing those things, to keep sticking with what you know works best for you right now, and to not be like, all right, well, okay, cool, I'm going to be constantly like doing new things and risking all of this stuff. It's like there is a time and place for that. And I do feel like you guys are risk takers, but you're calculated risk takers. So if you're going to take a risk, if you're gonna do something, just paying attention to it, does it feel right and aligned? Like there might be fear attached, but does it feel like this is aligned for you? Like your soul is called to this thing, this person, this place, this event, this situation. If it's not, then, sit with the feelings of why it's not, and then I don't really know where I'm going with that. I'm starting to get lost. Maybe I'm diving too deep into it. But with the Hierophant being a card of 5, and 5 is indicative of change, and you're going through changes right now. Your literal world, as it came through before, your literal world is changing. You are changing the world here. And with that happening, this is time to just stay on the path that has been working for you. Not in complacency, not in stagnancy, but what has been working for you, right? Yeah. Okay. So with that, I'm going to end the tarot part of this, portion of this. Am I going to still keep talking? I don't know. Kind of feel like that was it. You see how the energy was just like, like I'm not drained, but it was just like, all right, well, that was it. Cool. Peace out, guys. Have a great day. That's what it feels like. So yeah. 48:44 right now as I look up at the timer. Nice, good numbers. 48:44. All right, guys. Well, I love you. and you guys are just rocking it. You're killing it. You're doing all the great things. And I love that you're speaking so positive about yourself, and you're standing up for what feels right for yourself and for those that are your loved ones around you. Like, you're just saying the thing, but you're doing it with love. You're doing it with spiciness. You're doing it with a little sting, but you're doing it with love. You're not doing it to hurt people. You're not doing it to harm them or even yourself. You're far from that. You're in a place of just love and acceptance, and you just want to share your light, and you're doing it beautifully. Let me just say, you're doing it beautifully with all those confirmations, with the double confirmations coming through. You have soul tribe, you have people that love and support you, and those that maybe don't love or support you or don't understand you, that's fine. They're going to shape up or ship out. They're going to fall off. It's not your worry. It's not your baggage to carry. You keep doing what works for you, following that path that works for you, and you're going places, okay? You're literally changing the world. That's more than going places, but we're just going to say you're going places. I love you guys. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.